What's up guys, Nintenjoel here once again, and I am going to show you my amazing pickups from our second successful trade night here in Southern Oregon. We did it in Medford. I don't know if anybody else does this around here, not as far as I know, but yeah, second successful night trading. We went to the same place, Angelo's Pizza, got chicken, beer, pizza, same thing we got last time. Interestingly enough though, it was like kind of a different crew of people. There were a few people that were the same people, but there was a lot of different people, but about the same amount. About 15 to 20 people were shuffling in and out, kind of trading with us. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff, so I'm just going to get right to it. I'm not going to give you an intro or an outro or any of that stuff, show you the shelf. You guys will see what the shelf looks like with all this stuff on the next pickup video at the beginning of that. But anyways, I got so much stuff to show you, so I'm just going to go ahead and get to it. Would like to thank everybody that participated in trades with me, buying and selling with me. There was just so many cool things and transactions going on, and everybody got a lot of stuff, it seems like. But first thing I have is actually just a toy. It's a Venkman Q-Pop figure from Ghostbusters, and I believe it was Chance that gave this to me. But Chance is a really cool guy from a few towns over, and he was just like, "Hey dude, do you want this? Couldn't sell it." Sure, why not? Not bad. Okay, and then John, who works at a local game store and came from another couple towns over. This guy's quite a bit further, but yeah, John came from Grants Pass, and he had a bunch of boxes and all kinds of stuff. I got a few things from him, including one of the best things, which I'll show you last. But first of all, towards the end, he said, I'll sell you these 3 Super Nintendo boxes for $5 for all 3. I was like, okay. And so I got NBA Showdown, which no big deal. Although, honestly, I'm going to say, these first 2, I'm going to use for the inner box, because a couple of my good ones are missing the inner box. So that's worth $5 just to me, just to get the inner box. And then I know you can buy them online, but try not to. And then Battle Clash, which is in really good shape. This is one of the Super Scope games, but also has the inner box, instruction manual, all that stuff. And then the one I was really after, definitely worth $5, Prince of Persia, box, insert, manual, all that, and I have the cart. So yes, that one's awesome. I'm keeping that one for sure. Battle Clash I'm keeping for sure. Not sure what I'm doing with NBA Showdown, except for stripping out that inner box. So thank you, John, for that. And then actually somebody that wasn't there, but I believe it was Jeremiah that ended up bringing this for me. His coworker Matt ended up giving this to me, and he actually gave me a couple other boxes, which you'll see in the next pickup. But this is for the Charcoal Gray Game Boy Advance SP 101, which I actually have one of these that I got from Mexico for like $8, and it did not work. But my buddy Trent is working on it right now. So yeah, and I think he actually got it working. I'm pretty sure. So that's pretty cool as well. And let's see, got to start lining things up the other way, I guess. In fact, let's do this. Actually, you know what? Maybe not. Here's my OCD kicking in again, trying to figure out how to fit all these games on here. Okay, the first things I got were actually these 2 boxes for DS. Last trade night, a dude named Mike sold me 2 DS games, and they were just loose, and they were pretty good games. And this time I came up to his stuff, and I was like, what the hell, man, you got these 2 boxes? He's like, damn it, I knew you'd be pissed off about that. So Mike sold these to me for really, like, dirt cheap, like $1 each. Legacy of Ease Book 1 and 2, so now I have this complete in box, which is really freaking cool. I love, I love DS boxes. DS packaging is some of my favorite packaging in video games. I love the boxes. And then Suikoden Tear Crease, which is pretty damn badass as well. So yes, now those 2 are complete in box. 2 less DS games that I have to worry about. Those were actually some of my favorite pickups of the evening, because I love completing things. So let's see, I got this from Evan towards the end of the night, Atelier Meruru, and it was actually cool. One of the dudes, Haven, ended up taking us to his house, just a few of us, and we ended up doing some more trades at his house after Angelo's was closing up, because man, it seemed like that night just went quick as shit, and we were just like in there, did a crap ton of trades, ate really fast, drank really fast, and then we're out of there. So Haven was gracious enough to let us go hang out at his house. Just a few of us. There was like 4 or 5 of us, and we kept doing trades and stuff there. So Evan got me that there, and what's cool about this one is it had like sticky crap all over. It had a sticker on it, all kinds of stuff, and I managed to clean it up almost to perfection. There's just like one little ding on the cover, and it is complete in box. Getting into the Atelier games, Atelier games. I have Atelier Iris for PlayStation 2 as well. Just got that. Okay, and then Garrett showed up. Good old Garrett. Garrett's always got great deals, and actually I've had this cart of his forever. It's been sitting in my drawer. He wanted me to... I think he just wanted to know what it was, and so I tested it out. I was pretty sure it was a Famicom game. Indeed it was, but it doesn't really like to fire up. I've tried this on my Retron. Retron won't recognize it. And then regular Nintendo, I have to use an adapter, and all I can get is the main menu to just like flash up a couple times. And what's really strange about this cart is there's no way to open it. There's no screws, no nothing. Don't know what to do about that, but anyways, it is a multi-cart, and pretty cool. He sold this to me for like 5... Well, no, he traded it to me for like a cheap game, so pretty cool. He ended up buying a couple things for me as well. So thank you for that, Garrett, even though it's just like a no-name weirdo game that doesn't quite work. It's kind of cool. How could I let this pass up? It'll go in my Famicom collection. Okay, let's see. What do we have next? Okay, I got this from Mike as well. Same dude I got the Suikoden and Ys boxes from. I got a really good deal on this. Well, actually, it was a trade, actually. This was Zelda 2 complete in box for Game Boy Advance. It's like no joke. It looks like somebody unwrapped it, never played it. I mean, it is mint. Mint, mint, mint. Nothing I was really after, but man, I couldn't just let it sit there. Nobody was getting it. And he was interested in my PS1, the small PS PlayStation, with all the original hookups and one, analog controller, all the original hookups. And so he was like, will you just trade this straight across for that? And I was like, nah, why not? Why not? Okay, so thank you for that, Mike, and those two. Okay, and then, okay, so here comes the giant stack from Haven. It's always a giant stack with Haven. You know what? Yeah, let's go with the giant stack from Haven. Okay, so we got, first of all, box game, Gauntlet 2. I saw this at first and, passed on it because I just got the game, but my game is, trash. The whole middle section of the cart right here is, ripped out on the label, and I don't know why I wasn't really, looking at it, but towards the end of the night, he was like, I don't know why you didn't pick this up earlier, but yeah, Gauntlet 2. Pretty freaking cool. I will definitely take boxed Nintendo games any day. I really am running out of room. Everything's fitting very strangely this time. How can we fix that? Let's do that. Alright, and then I just got a ton of NES games from him. He's honestly ditching a lot of NES games because he's going for Sega stuff. And you know what? I'm full of crap. You got one game from Haven, and then I got 3 games from Chance, and then the rest are from Haven. So I lied. First of all, Chance bought these from a game store for me in Roseburg, which was just freaking cool as hell of him, and he got a really good deal on him. I think he said he paid $5 for this. Overlord on NES, been after that one. And he was gracious enough to buy it ahead of time for me in case we could trade for something. He knew I wanted it. And then the other one I was really stoked on, Xanac, which sounds like a sleeping pill. So Xanac, been after that for a while as well, which is awesome. And then, let's see, the last one, I don't remember where he got this, or he had it in his collection or something, but he offered it to me. And it's my 3rd Wisdom Tree game. I have this, Exodus, and one other, can't remember off the top of my head, but yep, going for them Wisdom Tree games, in case I can get them, you never know. And then, okay, so Haven stuff. I believe this is all Haven stuff. I could be wrong. One of the first things I noticed was this Camerica cart, Firehawk. I can never remember the name, Firehawk, so that's kind of cool. It's so weird how the Camerica carts, though, are upside down with the label. So if it's in your system, you're looking at the label upside down, but I don't know. Whatever. They're still kind of cool and shiny. I don't actually know if I got this from Haven. I could have got this from Richard, but Tetris 2, I didn't have it for some freaking weird reason. And what's really funny is somebody had a complete box copy there for really cheap, and I didn't go for it for some reason, not really sure. Definitely from Haven, Ikari Warrior 3. Ikari Warriors. Oh no, it's not even Ikari Warriors 3, it's just Ikari 3. Crazy, the rescue. It's got some chewed up edge on this side, and then another little chewed up edge on the other side. pretty sure I got this from Haven. I'm pretty sure I got this from Haven. It is really hot in here. I'm sweating like a bitch. Okay, and then I got Lolo 2. Woohoo! And after that for a while. That one had instruction manual. Though the instruction manual is one of those jobs where they like freaking laminated every single page, like at a video rental store. And then on top of that, something had like chewed up the corner of one corner. So it may as well not have a manual, but if I don't know what to do, at least I have something to refer to. Okay, and then the last two NES games I got, I've kind of been after for a little while. Darkman I don't really know anything about, but I was happy to get it, and because it is in like immaculate shape, the label is like perfect. So Darkman, definitely happy to get that. Freaking awesome. And then really, really happy to get this, though honestly I was surprised it worked. Nightmare on Elm Street. When I got this, it had a rattle in it, which is not that unusual. You know, those little gray pins kind of break off, little plastic pins. And so I took this apart, and the pins were really freaking corroded, like really corroded. So, wow, I'm actually surprised it played. But took Brasso to it, managed to get it almost all the way off. I'd say about 90-95% of the corrosion's off, but enough that it plays fine. So that's cool. Nightmare on Elm Street's kind of getting hard to find, so pretty awesome. Thank you for that, Haven and possibly Richard. Let's see. Yeah, actually, I'm not really sure if Ikari 3 was Richard or not. That could have been Richard. I did trade a couple things with him, but I can't remember exactly what. So don't kill me, Richard, if I forgot something. I got this from Garrett, Elemental Gearbolt, disc only. But still, Elemental Gearbolt, and this he traded for a fairly cheap game. I can't remember what it was, but something that I had for trade, so whatever. Got this from Evan, Biohazard Battle, who's probably going to be very disappointed that I haven't popped this in my Genesis yet, but he says that this is worth it just for the music. I've heard that a couple times. I've heard that game has excellent music. I can't remember where I got Gauntlet Legends from. I want to say Adam. I got this from Adam. Not positive, though, but Gauntlet Legends, it did have writing on the side. Managed to get that off for the most part. And pretty clean copy, so that's pretty awesome. I just actually got rid of my copy, so very nice to get that. Let's see, what are we going to move on with? We have, okay, I got this from Chance, and I am super excited. Super, super excited, because A, he gave me a good deal, and B, the screens are just awesome. Got some fingerprints on them, but it's the Super Mario Bros. 25th Anniversary Edition DSi XL. I've been after an XL for a long time just because I want to play my games with a big screen. I don't have a 3DS XL. I don't have any of the DS XL games or systems, so really, really, really stoked about that. Thank you for the awesome deal on that. He just traded, but he was only valuing it at like $30, and there's the charger. Only thing is it doesn't have the stylus. And the stylus, from what I hear, is a little harder to get because it's, I guess, black and red. So I'll have to try to find that if I can, but if not, no big deal. I have extra styluses. Stylized. Okay, down to the last three things, and it's debatable which thing is better than which, though people are going to think the second thing's the best as far as value. Well, first of all, here's arguably the best thing I got. I don't know. These last three things are like, boop, 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 toss up. They're not all valued the same. But in my eyes, they're all equally cool. Bomberman on Super Nintendo. I've been after Super Bomberman for a while, actually. I have Bomberman 2, got that a while ago. This does have rental stickers, but it's only on the side, and I think I can take care of that, no problem. So yes, I'm so stoked about this. And Richard, this did come from Richard. So yes, thank you very much for that, Richard. He gave me a good deal, it was just a trade, and yes, very happy. Okay, so, arguably the best two things. Arguably the best thing. Value-wise, definitely the best thing. Honestly, probably is the best thing, but the last thing is just so weird and cool, and I've never seen it before. I'm stoked more about that. But I got Castlevania Bloodlines complete in box. It's in very nice shape. And what is cool is I already had a copy of Bloodlines, so I get to sell that one or trade it, and yeah, pretty awesome. So this one's in much better shape. The cart is in much better shape than mine, which wasn't in actually very bad shape, just a little faded, but complete in box. This is, yes, I got this from John, and I traded some stuff to him, and I gave him all $30 also. So he got $30 and some stuff. I can't remember exactly what offhand. There was so much going on. but he got a few games that he wanted. One of them was Creatures Raised in Space. Oh, Secret of Evermore. Had an extra copy of Secret of Evermore. He got Creatures Raised in Space complete box on PlayStation and $30. He might have gotten like one more thing, but not really positive. And then the last thing I have for you guys, not worth the most, but actually worth quite a bit, and was so surprised to see this. Chance brought this up. Dragon Warrior 4 guidebook, but a small one, and it's full color with all the maps, and this is my favorite Nintendo game. I told Chance that. I was like, this is my favorite Nintendo game. How the hell did you get this? And I don't remember what he said. I don't remember if he answered. But anyways, Dragon Warrior 4 handbook, this is amazing to me. This is like not only really cool to like read and see, and it's my favorite game on Nintendo and one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. I want to display this. I love this cover. I've always loved the cover of Dragon Warrior 4, and I don't have the box, so I can display this. This is just amazing. So thank you very much for that, Chance, and for the DSi and all the other stuff. And yeah, thank you to everybody that contributed, everybody that came, everybody that drank beer, everybody that ate food with us and talked and gabbed and had a good time. There was a bunch of people, a bunch of cool stuff going on. I highly encourage you guys to do this in your own town. Start a local retro game group and set up trade nights. It's pretty easy, and once you have enough people in your group that are actually active, you know, a lot of them are going to show up. And man, it's been 2 times now, and it was just so fun, so successful. If you guys don't know, I'm moving very soon, about 3 hours north, and we're going to try to do one more of these before I leave, like literally one of the last days. I've decided that what I'm going to keep out from what we're packing up and stuff is going to be my trade fodder, and I'm going to keep that out for the very last trade night, which will be in about a month. So thank you very much to everybody that participated. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this, and if you would ever try something like this before, or have you tried something like this before. I know one dude that's in the Alaskan Retro, the main guy for the Alaska Retro gaming community, he does a trade night as well, so that's really freaking cool. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think of that. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos by me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You're already here. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you very much for watching, and keep rocking the retro games.